Okay, this is the astrology part of the reading for those of you that love astrology. I'm going to take one Black Moon astrology card just so I can get the feel of the general energies. I'm looking straight at the tower. It's just standing out to me, which was given to Aries. Aries got the tower. So let's see what the Black Moon astrology cards have got to point out, the general energies for the 6th, 7th and 8th of November. But as I was saying to another sign, this reading is like a timeless reading because the astrologically speaking, the things that are changing will be revisiting. So this reading, you may revisit it and look at what's happened when you feel the need to, okay? So we all get one card, and it's the Yod, and it's called Destiny. Oh my God, it's so on point. This is amazing. Oh, that's why I love doing tarot. I love astrology, but tarot helps as well. Now, the Yod is the finger of God. Usually it's like a finger of God pointing to one particular area in the chart. So usually where that point is, that's where we need to focus on. Okay, so the finger of God points to destiny. This is a time of destiny. Now usually we don't have a Yod in the transits right now, but the Yod is a very important point. If you have that in your birth chart, you need to look at where the arrow is pointing, where the finger of God is pointing. That's where you need to pay attention to, and that's got a lot to do with your destiny. Okay, so especially with the nodes changing, they're all about destiny. So that's what we're doing, where our destinies are being shifted. If we are not on the correct path at the moment, we will be feeling the tower moment in a difficult way. But know that if it is difficult for you, know that you're going to be put on the right path. So keep that in mind. Now, astrologically speaking, we've got Uranus at 0 degrees, 1 minute of Taurus. It's retrograding back into Aries, and it will be there for about 4 months before it moves back into Taurus. Now, Aries is the warrior. It's the ram. It goes for, it doesn't even think. The idea comes, it becomes passionate, and it rams through whatever it needs to. It uses those horns to get through, to fight and push through whatever is in its way. So it's new beginnings. Aries is the instigator. It's the first sign of the horoscope. Now with Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, Uranus does things differently. Uranus is the rebellion. It's the rebel that will break down and do things differently. It's the individual, right? It's usually because Uranus rules Aquarius. Aquarius is the group. It's the social group. Nevertheless, Aquarius likes to be part of a group, but they want to be different. So you're doing things differently, but with the retrograde Uranus, the energies turn inwards, so you need to go inwards. With retrogrades, we get a chance to redo things. You've got a chance to redo, to restart something, dear people, because this part of the reading is for everyone. Where do you have Aries? Where do you have Taurus? Uranus has been in Taurus for a few months now, and it's going backwards. As I said, it will be returning roughly April, May. I won't be giving you exact dates because I don't want to make this video too long. So yeah, 0 degrees, Uranus moving into Aries, retrograde. Next we have the nodes. Actually, Uranus will be moving into Aries in 8 hours. 8 hours. Now the nodes will be changing from Leo, Aquarius into Cancer, Capricorn. Now the nodes are a point of fate. This is destined. This is very fated. What is happening now in a matter of 7 hours. So it's really strange that the nodes are changing as well as Uranus at the same time. So this is destiny coming in quickly. Massive changes. Now Leo is the heart. Leo is children. The nodes have been in Leo. I should say the North Node has been in Leo for the past 18 months. The South Node in Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius is doing things differently. I mentioned just now what Aquarius is all about. It's the 11th house. It's wishes and dreams. It's doing things differently. It's being part of an association, a group. And it's also the house of earned income through career. Now, if you've started your own business, you've created your own business because that's what Leo is. It's your creation, it's your child. Then things are changing up now. The nodes are changing. So as I said, destiny is taking place in the next few hours. The North Node will be moving into Cancer. South Node will be moving into Capricorn. Cancer is the home. It's the mother. It's our foundation. It's being the child. You want to be loved and nurtured and cared for. Capricorn, where the South Node will be, is the authority. It's the law. It's government agencies. It's the father. It's your status, how people see you. What's your status in the world? Okay, and it's the house of career. Now, we've got Pluto there and we've got Saturn there. So you need to stand strong, be in your integrity so that you can transform all those things that I just mentioned. And the North and South Node are at 0 degrees and 4 minutes. Wow. So when I see zeros in the chart, especially when I look at natal charts of clients and I see 0 degrees, you know, this is incredible, especially when you have 2 or 3 planets or points in important things in your chart at 0 degrees. It's very, very important. Very essential degrees. Essential, I would say, for change. Yeah. And drastic changes at that. Okay. Let's go on to Venus. Venus is retrograding, still in Libra. She's at 27 degrees and 16 minutes. She will be going back to the 25-degree point, and then she will turn direct in Libra. Libra is the house of partnership, relationship. Venus is what we value. Venus is love and money. So this is a time of redoing relationships of any sort, even work, partnerships. Libra is the other people. So this is, I would say, a time of communicating in a beautiful manner because Venus is beauty. Venus is harmony. Libra is harmony. So it's a time of redoing anything that we love, anything that we value. Now the moon is right on top of Venus, right? At 28 degrees, roughly. The moon is our intuition. The moon is our mother. The moon is our fears. Okay, it's our dreams. Now the moon is ready to move into Scorpio, very deep, very hidden Scorpio. So it can be a time of deep emotions. Speaking emotionally, the sun is in Scorpio. The sun is clarity. The sun is warmth. It's the ego. It's our ego. Okay, there's a death and transformation happening in anything to do with relationships that are shared, things that are deeply shared, intimately, sexually, I mean. And things are coming up to the surface. That's what Jupiter has been doing. The sun is at 13 degrees, 58 minutes of Scorpio. Okay, so once it passes the 15-degree mark, it's on its way to ending. So we've started new things. This is the solar return of Scorpio. And if you are a Scorpio, happy birthday to you. So once it hits the 15-degree mark, it's like we're at the point of completing what we started. Now, this is your solar return, dear Scorpio. So you are up on stage, right? You are performing right now. And all the accolades and, all the good is coming into your life right now. So wherever we have Scorpio in our chart, it's a good thing. Like, which house is Scorpio for you? That's where the light shines. That's where the warmth comes in. That's where the truth, because the sun is the ruler of Leo, and Leo is all about true love. It's the heart. It's very heartfelt, very giving. And we've got Jupiter at 29 degrees and 33 minutes, which is the critical degree. It is finishing a 13-year, roughly, cycle. It's done the whole astrological cycle, and it's moving into its home sign of Sagittarius. So Jupiter is coming home. And when it finishes a cycle, because it's the planet, it's the biggest planet of all. It's the planet of abundance, expansion, and growth. It also deals with legalities because it rules Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is the law as well. And Sagittarius is all about truth as well. So whatever Jupiter has dug up in Scorpio has been just like we plow the earth. We bring the soil up. We get, rid of all those roots, and we rejuvenate the soil. That's what Jupiter was doing in Scorpio. So there's a sense of rejuvenation and rebirth, because Scorpio is death and transformation, and therefore rebirth. So it's at the critical degree. This is it. This is major. And that's going to happen in 2 days. So on the 8th, roughly, of November, which is St. Michael's Day. For me, it's a big day because my guide is Archangel Michael, and it's like a birthday, right? Archangel Michael is having his birthday. And with Jupiter moving in its home sign of Sag, this is a blessing. It really is. Next, we've got Mercury at 7 degrees and 7 minutes of Sagittarius. Now, Mercury is all about communication. Mercury is the left brain. It's communicating. It's being logical. There is logic here. Mercury is rushing through Sagittarius. It's direct, right? Now, Sagittarius is, of course, the truth. Mercury is ruled by Jupiter, I should say. Oh, what did I just say? I think it's a bit late here in Sydney. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini and Virgo. Now, Gemini is communication. Virgo is looking at the details. Mercury also rules telecommunications, anything to do with internet, right? As well as Uranus, I should have said, which I did not mention, I'm sorry. Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. So Mercury is speaking its truth in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the divine. It's spirituality. It's our religion, what we believe. It's our belief system. It's foreign places and people, people at a distance, foreign countries, people of different backgrounds, different cultures. And it's also the house of higher education and philosophy. So Mercury being in Sagittarius is beautiful. I mean, for those of you that are, in doing your studies, this is a beautiful time. It really is. For those of you that are speaking your truth, you're speaking very logically. And because Sagittarius is a very free sign, it's hard to tie down a Sagittarian. They're very free-willed, right? Truth will set you free, I believe, with Mercury in Sag. Next, we've got Saturn in Capricorn at 5 degrees and 24 minutes. It is in its ruling sign. Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn is Chronos in Greek, which means time. He's the timekeeper. So being in Capricorn in its own home sign says that if you've been good, whatever you've been working hard for, whether this is career, then you will be helped with Saturn. Saturn feels happy in Capricorn. And goodness me, he is so strong there. So if you've been doing the right thing with Saturn moving through Capricorn, it's a time of longevity. That's what Saturn brings. It brings physicality, anything that is physical. Okay? But he is, as I said, the timekeeper. And the time needs to be right, and the time needs to be ripe. The apple must ripen before we can pick it. Okay, so a lot's happening in Capricorn in the next couple of years, because we've also got Pluto at 19 degrees and 5 minutes of Capricorn. Now, Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, and Pluto brings death transformation. Pluto is also power, okay, the power of authority. Authority can become very strong at this time, very strict because of Saturn being there. So this is the I just lost my train of thought. This is, as I was saying, that the law. Capricorn is the law. It's the authorities. It's the police. Times can be very strict. We feel as though we're closed up within a box. We're not able to move. There are so many restrictions and so many time issues. Like you have to race and beat time. Where actually I feel the energies are, we're just busy, busy, busy. And tell me that you're not busy in your own life. It feels as though, even though Saturn is very slow moving, right? It feels as though it's the opposite. Like there's not enough hours in the day. We've got too much on our plate. Okay, Saturn may be moving slowly, but time is just rushing. It's just flying. Think about 2018 and how quickly it just flew by. Whatever the case, Pluto is moving direct, which for me speaks of powering on, pushing through any obstacles, pushing through time, and trying to, just like the phoenix rising up from the ashes, that's what we're doing. We're rising up. And I believe that there's a lot of people that are awakening, because with Pluto, who is very deep, very hidden, we're all awakening. And I believe that there is some sort of a push and a pull in anything to do with authorities, right? So the next 3 years, when Jupiter will be moving into Capricorn, my God, My God, hold on to your hats. Actually wanted to use another term, but I think it's going to get X-rated, so I'll leave it. It's not very ladylike, so... Okay, so let's talk about Mars in Aquarius. It's at 24 degrees and 19 minutes. Now, Mars has been going through Aquarius for months now. Okay, it's gone through so much with the South Node. It was right on top of the South Node. It was squaring with Uranus. Explosive. That's the word that I want to use. Explosive. Mars is fire. Aquarius is air. Okay, so that is strong fire, that is explosions, that is explosions in technology, because that's what Aquarius is all about. Explosions with people rebelling, groups of people rebelling and becoming the warriors, Mars, pushing through. So it's very difficult energy. Next, thank God Mars is moving quickly, and Mars will be moving away very soon, moving into Pisces. I'm not exactly sure. We've still got some... Oh, yep. Sorry, in about... Wow, he is like flying through the zodiac. In 10 days, roughly, he will be exiting, moving into Pisces. Okay, so in Pisces we've got Neptune at 13 degrees and 47 minutes. Neptune rules Pisces, but Neptune is retrograde. We also have Neptune moving direct in about 2.5 weeks, and that's a very slow moving outer planet. Okay, so Neptune is wearing those rose-colored glasses, lack of clarity. Now, it can go either way for me. I know that Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. It's the divine love. So with retrogrades, as I've said, it's like going inwards. It's having a chance to redo things. If you've had lack of clarity, I think you've had time to work through things, work through issues, anything to do with Pisces. Pisces is hidden matters. It's the occult. It's the last sign of the zodiac. Neptune, I would believe, and I feel that once it starts to move direct, for some people, it may be once he goes direct, it may be because he will be strong. And they say that when a planet is retrograde, that it's closer to the Earth, so its energy is stronger. So since Neptune rules the divine love, as well as wearing those rose-colored glasses, not seeing clearly, I would say that when he's retrograde, he's more potent. So moving direct, logically, should have those rose-colored glasses coming off and being able to have the divine love in our life. That's what I feel with Neptune moving direct. Okay, and last but not least, we've got Chiron, the wounded healer, which is an asteroid. It's not a planet. He's retrograde at 28 degrees and 23 minutes. He's retrograded back into Pisces. He was in Aries, but he's moved back into Pisces. Now, Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac and being the point of completing a cycle, with Chiron, the wounded healer, having moved back into Pisces, he's gone back to heal any wounds that have been forgotten, I would say. Any wounds that happened within a previous life, a past life, or even a childhood wound. And this could be through your conditioning, through your childhood conditioning, because Chiron is the wounded healer. He deals with the victim mentality. And Pisces many times can be the victim because Pisces is such divine love. They're such beautiful souls that they give more than what they keep for themselves. And therefore, when they do not receive the love back that they've given out, whether it's love or, you know, anything physical or tangible, whatever they give out to others, when they don't receive it back, then they become the victim. They have the victim mentality. So this is past life wounds. Okay, that's what Chiron is. Now Chiron is because he's the centaur, he's half man in mythology, half horse. He was wounded by his own people in mythology, and that was where the victim mentality comes in. His wounding was so bad because he thought, why, they were my own people, why did they wound me? So he went through his life trying to heal himself and therefore became the healer. So any aspects to Chiron can speak of past life wounds as well as healing, depending on what the aspect is. Now, I will be doing another video, another audio soon. I will leave you with that. Bring on the change. I say, dear universe and divine, bring on the change. This week is very, very important. It is huge. I don't remember who said it. Was it Leo King? The Leo King, which is one of my favorite astrologers. I think he said it, that this week, or was it Nadia Shah, another favorite of mine, they said that this is like Christmas in astrology. There is so much going on. So I would like to thank them for their wisdom. I'd also like to mention K-Pacha, Tom Lesher from Paradigm Astrology, another favorite astrologer of mine. I feel as though what they give to the world is, it's just impeccable. It's glorious and it's huge, and they help. They're the light workers who give the light to the world and help people awaken and ascend, right? Ascend to a higher dimension. And if I have been even a little bit of help to you, well, then I feel humbled and I feel very happy. I know that everyone's on a different level, astrologically speaking. And you know that I like to incorporate tarot as well as astrology. So that's my unique way of giving to the world what I can. All right, and I will leave you at that. Let's accept the blessings. Let's accept the shifts that we're going through, and let's move forward, move direct. Keep moving direct, keep an open mind, and know that whatever is going on here on this 3D earth, it is also happening up in the ethers with the gods. So bless them. I would like to thank all of you, each and every one of you, for liking, sharing, commenting, and especially for sharing this audio, this video, sending you lots of love and lots of blessings. And I'm also humbled at the views recently, and your comments have been out of this world. Thank you so much, and know that I will never, ever get to the point where, you know, I'll get a strong ego. I'm a Virgo. My feet are planted firmly on the ground. I'm totally humbled by your love and your appreciation, and sending you that back as well. Now, one more thing before I go. I will be doing Jupiter in each sign. Okay, Jupiter, which will be 13 months in its home sign of Sag. I will be doing one video for each sign, so look forward to that. Next, I will be doing the nodes in Cancer and Capricorn for each sign. Okay, I will be doing that as well. That's tarot, as well as I'm going to start very soon the 2019 yearly readings. I think I will be doing 2 6 months, like the first 6 months and then the next 6 months. I will do that in a separate video. So look out for that as well. Thank you. Sending you lots of love and blessings. Hope you enjoyed this. Give me that like. Thank you so much. See you all. Talk to you like in a couple of days. Until then, love. Bye.